What's up YouTube, BreederMac here, bringing you guys another Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle. Before we get into today's battle, if you guys could please Mac attack the hell out of the like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Looking at today's battle, we have a battle against Tyson. I see his, I look at his team. I know his wall. State Porygon. He's probably the Life Orbed. Bisharp. His Hydreigon, I'm not sure if it's what it is, if it's Specs, Scarf. Going into the battle, I'm not sure what it is. Charizard. It's probably, if he's running a Mega, which I assume most people are, it's either the X or the Y. Looking at his team, I think he gets more benefit from no Drought, simply because he's got two water types. So he's probably the X. He's got the Cronont. Not sure if it's the Focus Sash, Life Orbed, whatever Choice Band I guess you could also run. The Hawlucha. I haven't really seen Hawlucha much, but I see he's got an Electric weakness, Fighting weakness, Fairy weakness. Luckily, I don't have Electric attack on my team. My team's sort of just thrown together. It's actually just a team of my favorites from each gen. So we got Blastoise from Gen 1, Scizor Gen 2, Flygon Gen 3, Glade Gen 4, Chandelier Gen 5, and the Sleeveon from Gen 6. It's sort of thrown together. The Choice Scarfed, HP Ice, Chandelier, the Mega Glade, Choice Banded Scizor, my Flygon, it's Jolly, but I'm running max attack, max speed, but I'm also carrying the leftovers. Not sure if I'm going to change that, but this battle works out for me anyways. I got this, and then the Sleeveon is the OU Cleric. It's a pretty standard physical wall. And my Blastoise, it's a little bit different. I'm running a specially defensive Blastoise. Max HP, max special defense. I also run the Refresh and the Aqua Ring on it with leftovers, so that way I think it's the Refresh just to take away status, and between the leftovers and the Aqua Ring, it would, I think that's 1/8 of my HP back every turn. So I'm trying to see if it actually works or not. We'll have to find out one day to see if it actually works out. Doesn't come into play this much in this battle, but I'm hoping to maybe use this team a couple more guys off this team in the future. So I'm looking at his team. I honestly have no idea what he's going to lead off with. He's got to lead off with a Cronont and try to sweep early. He can lead off with a Bisharp to knock some items off. Honestly, I don't know. So my best bet is it's probably either my Flygon or my Scizor to U-turn to see what he wants to do. But I don't want to lose my Scizor because I do have the Superpower and the knockoff. Superpower goes through 3 of his guys. Super effective, so my Flygon is the one I'm less worried about that I need to keep around. So I'm going to lead off with my Flygon. So and we'll see what he leads off with. So here we go. So as you see, I lead off with my Flygon. Not quite sure what he's going to do. He's lead off with Ray Mysterious, Hawlucha. I'm pretty sure I could live at least one flying attack. He's going for the Sky attack here. So I guess, and he's running the Power Herb. So he's going to be able to get away without having to power up. So it's going to do a lot of damage right away, but I Dragon Claw because I'm not quite sure what he was going to do. And I'm sorry for the autofocus here. I got to fix that on my camera. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But as you see, I'm not going to be able to live any attack pretty much at this point. So I switch out. I'm going to switch into my Sleeveon. Pretty sure I wall anything he's got. And I think at this point, because he's used his item, it's Unburden. He's activated his Unburden. So as you see, that doesn't do too much to me. He's got to withdraw because he's not going to be able to finish me off, and I'll take him out with one Hyper Voice. He knows that. So he switches into his Charizard. I was going to Hyper Voice anyways, because damage, is damage. It does a little bit, not a lot. So I have to switch out because I can't do anything to this Charizard because it's not very effective. He actually makes I'm going to obviously go into my Blastoise here. He actually makes a pretty good play, not Mega Evolving at this point. He de-dances knowing that my fairy moves aren't very effective against him right now. So he's going to Mega Evolve now. Mostly I think that's to get the attack boost, plus it also is going to decrease the what do you call it? This is the super effectiveness. It's going to be water's going to be neutral. That Dragon Claw does a lot, but this Scald actually does a lot of damage too, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm bringing it down to a point where I can bring something in, maybe finish it off, but I have to switch because I can't live 2 Dragon Claws. And I figured he'd go for another Dragon Claw, so I figured my best bet is my Sleeveon. So he's obviously not going to go for another Dragon Claw, but he's actually running the Flare Blitz, and it's actually going to be able to take out my Sleeveon, which sort of sucks that I'm losing a wall, sort of a couple, 7 turns in, but the recoil is enough to take away his Mega Charizard X, so all in all, I guess I can't really complain about it. And I was going to go into his Lancelot, the Hydreigon, and I'm going into the Scissor. I'm actually going to get a bit of a break at this point because he's going to go Fire Blast and Miss. That would have probably easy OHKO'd. But I'm going to land the Superpower, and that's going to OHKO, Choice Banded. So I'm going to get the attack and defense drop. So he's actually reveals that he's the Rocky Helmet, so he must be a physically defensive set. I don't know if I would have. I think the Fire Blast probably would have killed, but knowing that I'm probably banded, he goes into his Lucha, knowing that he's going to be able to take the Superpower. I have to switch at this point, so I switch out into my my Blastoise, and I guess he predicts that and goes for the Sword Dance. So I'm okay with that because I know I'm pretty sure I think my choice Scarfer can take him out, my Chandelier, but he's gonna go for the Sky Attack. I'm Scalding. I know I don't want anything to take the +2 Sky Attack from the Hawlucha, so I'm just going for damage at this point. Not too concerned about him taking out my Blastoise, which, I mean, I guess it does suck now because only 11 turns in, both of my walls are gone. But he's at a point where I know I can easily Bullet Punch and take out this Hawlucha. So that's exactly what I do. So I'm able to take out this Hawlucha now. So that's pretty good that I don't have to worry about that thing anymore. He's going to go into his Bisharp because he knows I'm locked into Bullet Punch, and it's not going to do too much. So I switch out. I thought he'd Sucker Punch or something, but he actually goes for the knockoff. So he's just going to knock off my leftovers and take out my Flagon, which is okay, I guess, too. It's not the end of the world, but he's running the Life Orb. I calced it, and then I calced it, and I knew I'd be able to live one Sucker Punch from the Bisharp. So I figure I take the Sucker Punch and I take out this big threat of the Bisharp between the Sucker Punch and knockoff. It's pretty spammable. So I just go for Superpower. It's ×4 choice band. It's gonna easily take him out. So I'm pretty happy that his Bisharp's gone. He's gonna switch now into his Crawdont. Nothing on my team I don't want to take an Aqua Jet. I don't think anything on my team would live 2 Aqua Jets. So I have to sack my Scissor. So that's sort of sucks, but at the same time it gives me a free switch into my Mega Gallade. And I'm assuming he's choice banned just because he goes for the Aqua Jet again. So he must be choice banned and not the choice Scarfed set. Not the choice, but the Life or the Focus Sash one. So I Drain Punch at this point because I'm pretty sure Drain Punch, I think, would OHKO. It gives me back to full HP, so I'm pretty happy. And I think he's down to his last Pokemon, the Vaporeon. I just Drain Punch it. I'm just trying to whittle it down. He's going to do a decent amount. He's going to wish here because he knows he basically has to stall me out, and hopefully he gets a burn on my what do you call this thing, my Mega Glade. He's going to wish Protect. I figured that's what he was going to do, so I go for the Sword Stance here, and I'm at +2 now, and because you either go for the double Protect and hope he got it, but I guess he obviously decides not to go for it just because he'd probably not be able to get 3 in a row, so I Drain Punch. I'm actually going to get a crit here. I don't think that crit would have mattered. I think it should have OHKO'd. I think it had a chance of OHKOing a non-Mega +2 Drain Punch. I think I had a chance to OHKO. But that's GG to Tyson. I hope you guys liked the battle, and don't forget to please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It'd be great. Thanks, guys.